Hello everybody, this is ThatZooooooooo, and this is my first vlog, I guess video log, for the week of September 23rd to 29th, 2012. So, yeah, since this is being the first vlog, I don't really have a structured format for this yet. Usually you'll see me talking in front of my game wall here. You may notice from my previous videos, game wall. And also, you notice I usually wear my Mario Brothers 3 jacket. I would wear more of my more geeky, I kind of cringe at that word, my more gamey related apparel, but this is pretty much the only thing I have. I do have a few things I may switch out, but this is pretty much the only thing I have, so you may be seeing me wearing this the most. I know I like Sonic, but I'm wearing the Mario hoodie. But yeah, I don't really have a structure for this yet. It's just going to be, I plan on, my tentative structure is new games I got this week, what I've been playing, and maybe some personal thing or two that happened, and maybe a gaming topic or two I'll talk about. So yeah, so I did get a few games this week. I get these on Sunday. Sonic and Sega Racing for the PS3 and Monkey Ball Deluxe for the PS2. I didn't take off the stickers yet. But yeah, I remember playing Sonic and Sega for the Wii. I got it for the Wii when it launched back, whenever it did, and I liked it. You know, it's a kart racing game, but from Sega, what do you expect? Of course, it's going to look like Mario Kart, but no, it's an okay game, I guess. It's not Mario Kart or anything else. It's okay. It's Sega characters. What makes me angry is when people use the "why is Sonic in a card" argument. That has no bearing on the game, really. It's arbitrary. It shouldn't be a point. But Monkey Ball, I got the Super Monkey Ball 1 for the GameCube for launch back in 2001. Then I got Monkey Ball 2 when it came out. So that's basically what Monkey Ball Deluxe is. It's a compilation of both 1 and 2 on the disc that was re-released in 2005 for PS2 and Xbox. So yeah, I really like the GameCube games. So having them both games basically on one disc, that's extra nice. Because of the sheer amount of content, there is some extra loading time and frame skips, but that's, I guess, acceptable. Even though it was a 2005 release, that's a lot of content on a disc. It was all smooth on the GameCube, but again, there were two separate games. So you get the story mode. It's been expanded from 10 to 20 levels, from 10 levels to 20 levels per world. So you got 200 stages to beat. You only need to beat a minimum of 100. So that's still a good bit. And the classic mode has been updated. Beginner, advanced, and expert. Instead of 10, 30, 50, like the GameCube games, it's 30 stage beginner, 40 stage beginner, 70 stage advanced, and 100 stage expert with the EX stages if you don't continue. And it's still, they still have the master mode. If you complete all of expert and expert EX without continuing, you go to master and master EX. Yeah, those are brutal. And the new thing here is, the new thing in Monkey Ball Deluxe is that the party games from the first Monkey Ball and that were both Monkey Ball and Monkey Ball 2 have both versions on them. So you have Monkey Ball 1 version and the Monkey Ball 2 version on the same disc, which is extra nice. And all 12 are available from the start too, so that's good. The only thing you need to do is unlock the advanced and expert stages on Monkey Shot and the other one that requires it. I forget which one. It's not really that hard. You just go through it really quick. There you have it. And you can't really buy any. You can't, unlike Monkey Ball 2, you can't buy anything. You earn it through gameplay. Like you earn the staff credits 1 free play when you beat classic mode for the first time, and you earn the staff credits 2 free play when you beat story mode. You can't buy extra lives. You have to earn them. I don't know how. I'm still stuck on 3 lives. I beat in beginner mode and beginner EX without continuing, so that's a step, I guess. I haven't went into story mode yet, but since I played both games before, I know what I'm getting into. It's just basically endurance. Well, speaking of endurance, the big bad mode is ultimate mode. It's a special classic mode which comprises all 300 stages in one run. Yeah. Everything from beginner to master EX. You have to do all 300 in one run without. If you want to get to the upper reaches, you have to do without continuing as well, which 300 stages without continuing, that's a lot. And if you start with 3 lives, you have to budget 1 life for every 100 stages. You know, thank goodness for extra lives, right? And I don't know how you earn extra starting lives. You can do that. You can start with as many as 99, but I don't know how to do that yet. Figure it out. It's Monkey Ball. Party games, bally fun. Yeah. So yeah, oh yeah, Sonic and Sega Racing. I did get the Metal Sonic DLC because Metal Sonic's the best. That's why I got the PS3 version. It's $8. Yeah, I figured. I know Metal Sonic DLC is $8. I basically doubled the value of the game right there. And just for good measure, I got the Rio with forklift just because. If you're on PSN, I'm ThatZooooooooo on PSN, and you can call me up for a race. Either I prefer Twitter, but anywhere you can find me, that's fine. I'll give you my Skype. I won't do it on here. Well, it probably won't be that hard to figure that out, but I prefer you contact me through Twitter first before you bother me on Skype, really. Even though I'm not really that important. Yeah. I like Metal Sonic. Sonic and Sega Racing, it's solid. It's okay. The rubber band AI kind of sucks, though. The rubber band, on expert difficulty, the rubber band's so strong you won't be able to beat the computer by more than 3 seconds usually. It's a strong rubber band. Anyway, okay, next I'll move on to what I've been playing this week again. I've been playing Monkey Ball and Sonic and Sega, so I already talked about them. I've also been playing Banjo Kazooie on the 64. Banjo Kazooie is probably one of my more favorite of the platformers. I like it better than Mario 64 or Donkey Kong 64 or Conker's Bad Fur Day. Pretty much my favorite of the 3D platformers. You know, it's just done everything. It took Mario 64 and refined it to. It's a more refined game. You know, the graphics don't look too terrible. Like Mario 64's graphics have aged kind of bad. But again, that was a launch release. Banjo Kazooie was a year or two later release, and Banjo Tooie looks even better. But still, Banjo Kazooie is a solid game. I've been working on it for 2 or 3 weeks, and I still haven't beat it yet. I beat it 100% at least 20 times, so I got the game down packed. But it's a fun game. It's fun to play. and yeah, I haven't been playing Banjo Tooie, but if I beat Banjo Kazooie, I might consider going to Banjo Tooie. And hint, you may be seeing an LP of those two. Maybe thinking about it, possibly. I like those games a lot. I know Game Grumps are doing that, and people like to say you're copying people, but whatever. I just do what I like, you know. It all works in the end, right? So I did get a couple more games, so on my PS3 here, I'll show you. But sorry for the extra shaky cam here. I have to do a lot of things. So if you can see here, there, you can see my game file. Games. So yeah, there's Sonic and Sega Racing. I got Jet Set Radio too. I played about 30. Oh, I'll show you what I got down. Go back to my chair, so you don't have to listen to this sheet of shaking. So yeah, Jet Set Radio. I got Double Dragon Neon. Yeah, Double Dragon Neon. I got Earthworm Jim HD. Why not? And Castlevania Harmony of Despair. I'll go back to my chair and talk about them a little bit, so you don't have to see the shaky cam the whole time. There we are. So yeah, Jet Set Radio. I do have my Dreamcast disc here. I saw my Dreamcast disc of Jet Grind Radio. I got it used. So yeah. I haven't really got to play it though. I mean, I just got my Dreamcast about 4 or 5 months ago, and I haven't really been using it a lot because it's pretty much partially broken. It won't read a lot of the disc, so I have to get it fixed. Good thing the guy I bought it from let me have it for free after I told him it was busted. So he let me have it for free. So that's got a free half-broken Dreamcast. Yeah, I need to get somebody to fix that. But yeah, I only got to play about 30 minutes of Jet Set Radio this week. It's a fun game. fun. What I played is fun. I only played the tutorial so far, and I played about 5 minutes of the main game. The tutorial is pretty unfair. You know, it's kind of unfair. Sorry, I'm still awkward with this camera thingy. But yeah, they do a semi good job of explaining the basics and stuff. Although some of the controls can be kind of hard to do. Like the one where the command where you flip around isn't explained clearly that well. But the thing is, though, that the final lesson you have to complete a 50-trick combo before you pass the tutorial, which is ridiculous. A 50-trick combo in a tutorial, that's kind of unfair. And that brings out, I guess, one of the flaws of Jet Set Radio. There's a lot of heavy reliance on grinding and finding infinite loops, so to say. Areas where you can keep grinding it in a circle for eternity. There's a lot of heavy reliance on grinding and finding infinite loops inside levels so you can keep a combo going. So I guess that is a exploit. I do have Jet Set Radio Future too. I haven't opened that yet. I want to beat Jet Set Radio before I go on the Future. Most people I've talked to say Future is the more refined game, but I'll be the judge of that. I want to see for myself. I never got to the main game. I just fooled around in the tutorial because I was trying to do that dang 50-trick combo, so I don't know what the main game is like yet. It seems interesting. The controls are pretty fluid. You do move kind of slow. I know Captain Slow is complaining about moving slow, but yeah, the overall flow of the game seems a bit slower paced. So yeah, hopefully I'll have time to play with it some more. And then what else did I get? Oh yeah. Double Dragon Neon. Yeah, I already talked about this on RetroCore 67 or 68, whichever that was, with the RetroCore guys. So if you haven't listened to the RetroCore podcast, I'll link to that podcast where we talked about Double Dragon Neon. But yeah, short version. I never played Double Dragon Neon, which I did and talked about in Sonic CD Part 2. I never really played Double Dragon. Double Dragon Neon was the first experience I had with Double Dragon. I had experience with the beat-em-up genre. I played the Simpsons arcade game and Scott Pilgrim and a few others. And I played Final Fight and Streets of Rage. And I never played Double Dragon. And I played Double Dragon Neon. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. And it doesn't have online capability, which is a bummer, but they're going to patch it for free sometime in the coming weeks or months or so. Online patch. So yeah, that'll be fun to do with people. I do got people that want to play, like Chris and stuff, co-op, and he's probably going to kick my butt when it comes to Fight for Marion's Love. It's basically sort of like a sort of remake and sort of original story of the first Double Dragon. Marion gets kidnapped, and you have to go and rescue her. That dang hoe. Every game should start off with some random hoe getting punched in the stomach. That should be the way every game should start. That was awesome. And the game is cheesily 80s. A lot of cheesy 80s and references like Crystal Pepsi and Pepsi. Yeah, there's a reference to Crystal Pepsi in there. Don't sue me for saying a brand name, but I'm going to mention it. Oh, and at the end of Stage 4, there's an homage to Mega Man. There's these two doors, and it's set up. The final screen is set up like Mega Man. There's these two doors, like Dr. Wily used. So he could jump kick through the doors, hang in the air while you move through them, like an homage to Mega Man. And the final boss, the boss of Stage 4, it's not the final boss not until Stage 10. And the boss of Stage 4 sort of has he has a very easy pattern, sort of like reminiscent of a Mega Man enemy. And he's a robot master. He's Master Robot. I forget his specific name. But yeah. When you beat him, he explodes just like a Mega Man boss does. It's kind of funny. I don't know what happens if you lose to him. I know I never got game over yet. I've died, but I never got game over yet. So I don't know if you would explode too if that happened. Oh yeah, and Skullmageddon sounds an awful lot like Skeletor from the old He-Man cartoons. Dude, that's just, every time I see Skullmageddon, I'm gonna call him Skeletor. But yeah, and you can pick up cassette tapes. You kids probably don't know what cassette tapes are, but I know I'm 19 myself. I know what cassette tapes are, surprisingly. Those cassette tapes are probably before my time, but yet I know what they are because I did have a cassette tape and a tape deck growing up We had those before we got a CD player and stuff. So yeah, Double Dragon Neon's good. It's $10 on PSN and Xbox 360, whatever. Microsoft Fun Bucks that transfers to Microsoft Fun Bucks. And it's free for PSN Plus, so if you have PSN Plus, you get a free game, free $10 good game with a free online patch coming. So yeah, jump on that. The Earthworm Jim HD, I didn't get to play around a lot with that yet, but I just looked at it for a couple minutes. I have the original cartridges of Earthworm Jim somewhere. I have the Genesis version of Earthworm Jim 1 and Earthworm Jim 2. I really want to get the special edition for Sega CD of Earthworm Jim 1, but I don't have a Sega CD. I have a Sega Saturn, so I can get the Saturn version of Earthworm Jim 2, because the Saturn version has some pretty cool music. It looks like an updated version of Earthworm Jim. I've heard it takes the bonus content from the Mega CD version and basically integrated it in. It also has multiplayer mode, multiplayer co-op, which don't know how that would work, but hopefully I can find people to do that with. I kind of want to try that out. Not a lot of people are probably playing Earthworm Jim though. Yeah, I'll probably get that to play one of these days. And finally, Castlevania Harmony of Despair. I got Harmony of Despair because Ninja Magi from Retro Core Podcast wanted to play Castlevania with, and he bought it for me. So I got a free game. All right. If my phone was rumbling, it's probably somebody contacting me. But yeah, I got a free game out of it. I did get all the DLC. I know. I do have my opinions on DLC, which I might talk about on this episode or later. But yeah, I did get all the DLC for it, so at least I've paid something, because I kind of felt guilty for getting it for free. But yeah, it's fun. I never played a Castlevania game either. Harmony of Despair is my first Castlevania game, and it's all right. Yeah. It's sort of like an action platformer. Well, at least it's like an action platformer with some light exploring elements, but it's mostly linear. But he's told me, Ninja Magic's told me that this is pretty much a one-of-a-kind Castlevania. None of the other Castlevanias are like this. They're either split up into linear style, like the old school ones, or the more Metroid style, free roam style, like the later games. Now, given my predilection toward linear style, I'm probably going to like the linear Castlevania games more, but I'll give the series a fair shake. So yeah, I'm on PSN and Harmony of Despair if you want to play that too. So I guess I got all that out of the way. So something interesting that happened to me this week. It was this week or last week. Yeah, when I was going, I don't know. I'm not sure if you don't want to hear my personal experiences. I guess this kind of scared the crap out of me. Is that when I was driving home one day, and like I said, this is a tentative format. And if you don't like this part, I can just cut this personal part out and just go to a game topic. So yeah. I was driving home after class, my evening class. I think it was Tuesday or last Tuesday somewhere. And my car's a piece of crap. You know, people on Twitter should know what my car looks like. It's a piece of crap. It's a '91 Oldsmobile sedan. Yeah, it's a old piece of crap. The car's older than me. My car has seniority. My car is older than me, and that makes me feel young. My car is older than I am. Yeah, but it gets me from A to B. I like that I'm able to drive at least. I was driving home one day, and I guess the door didn't close the whole way, so I was going around a turn at a safe speed. I was going pretty fast, like 50 miles an hour, and my door flew open on me while I was going around the corner, and my foot clipped the road, and I was like, yeah, that woke me up, because I was kind of half asleep on the drive home. So yeah, it woke me up. Yeah, that was kind of scary. See, what else happened? Oh yeah, I had to do a skit for my Spanish 3 class, and I'm learning Spanish too. I really like to learn Japanese. I'm 25% Japanese. If you don't know, I'm a mutt, American mutt, so to say. I'm American born, but I'm 25% Japanese, about 2 or 3% Blackfoot Native American tribe. I think I'm Irish or European, somewhere in that neighborhood. and I have a bunch of other things. I'm American born, but I'm a mutt, basically. I'm a mix of a lot of things. So yeah, I want to learn Japanese. That's a different topic altogether. But yeah, I had to do a skit for Spanish 3, and we had to act out the scene. So yeah, I like to think I do all right at acting and portraying emotions and acting. I like acting and voice acting, even though my voice acting, you heard my voice acting if you watched Shining Force. I like doing voice acting, even though I suck at it. So yeah, we had to act out what we do. One of the actions called for me to fall on the floor, basically. So I just stiffened up and fell flat on my face. That kind of hurt my face. No, that was about a week ago, so my face probably recovered by now. So yeah, that kind of hurt a little bit. And I was just stone cold laying there, so people were kind of looking at me. Like, I was just stone cold laying there, and they had to help me up, and one of the guys laughed at me. I was again part of the skit, and I was crying, and I sort of had limped the rest of the skit because I had fell on my face. That doesn't make sense. I fell on my face, yet I limped. I didn't need to show I was injured in some way, so that was kind of funny. So yeah, that was a couple of real life things that happened. Do I have a gaming topic to talk about? Well, my profile video, which I put up, I talked about my console character series game. So I don't know if I really have a game topic to talk about. So I don't know. What I've been playing and what I got this week may be the entirety of this update thingy, this video log. I don't know if I think of a game topic for next time I'll do this. I know it's probably a cop out. And it's been on 22 minutes or so. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. Maybe if I can't think of anything right now. If I think of something, I'll attach it to this video. I'll do a jump cut. So yeah, I guess until next time, see you all later.